body to make it different than what it's supposed to be, so I can lie more effectively about what I am. Wrong. I truly believe that you can reflect on the growth from your harmful through truth views. Trans people are being murdered, harassed, and hate cried all over the world just for being themselves through lies. We are just people. Do better. I'm like, yes, people who are lying about what sex they are, so they won't be misgendered. They get treated differently than they want by others. You say to yourself, they don't need to know. They don't need to know what? The truth about your biological sex? That's horrible. So are HRT and gender reassignment surgery. They're used to make the lie more believable. The girl says, they don't need to know what's in my pants, dude. Yeah, because that's a lie. Because it's easier to lie and deceive them and hopefully get them to treat me the way I want to be treated. That's what's going on here. It's lies. You know. You check if every guy you come across has a stick and balls, has a dick and balls. You know, shouldn't have to. Lying should not be happening. You check if every woman has ovaries. You know, you sound ridiculous through truth, through lies. You know, by telling the truth, wanting the truth told. You sound ridiculous. Me, wanting lies. I don't sound ridiculous. Don't look into it. Trans people don't lie about the biological sex, other than, of course, all the lies they tell about the biological sex. When a male person with testicles says he's a woman, he's lying about the biological sex. When a female person with ovaries says she is a man, she's lying about the biological sex. We say we don't because that makes it a lie. You know, because lying about the biological sex makes it a lie about the biological sex. So we say, you know, well, then we say, respect my fake pronouns. Respect this stuff that I made up. So I can be seen as something I want to be seen as instead of what I actually am. The ignorant masses. So bad. Don't lie about the biological sex. They totally lie about the biological sex. Everyone who knows that I am transgender doesn't misgender me. What would you say? What did you just say? So it is about action. How are life-saving through lies treatments horrible? Because they're poisoning and mutilating and about lying. So lying about sex. Is that something I want answers to? Transitioning isn't a lie other than all the lies involved. You know, ignore the fact that a person wearing testicles is hiding that he has a piece of testicles and saying, lying and saying he's a woman. Ignore the fact that a person with ovaries is lying and saying that she is not a person born with ovaries. You know, I'm trying to lie about that. Ignore all the lies involved in transitioning. You know, ignore the lies. Ignore them. Ignore that we wear deceptive clothing to try to hide what we are. Ignore that we try to form successful hormones to lie about what we are. Ignore that we get surgery to try to lie about what we are. Ignore it all. Because this isn't a lie, because I say it's not a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Swan emoji? I guess, after that. Weird. So it's interesting. So you hate trans people. Also, you go around insulting them. I say, no, I hate a transgender way of life. It makes people freak out when normal things happen in their bodies. No response. Like, when anyone argue with you to delete a comment, it's like an effing child. I like when anyone argues with you delete your argument, it's like an effing child. I say, why would I delete them? I need to eat them on my email show. No, I had, the moderation was deleting them, so I got rid of that. It's all good now. You can comment all you want now. They'll be right there. It's all good. And so it's, oh God, I thought you were just a dumb child, but you're an adult. Oh God, that's sad and pathetic. Telling the truth all the time. You know. So yep, finding the obvious plot hole, the transgender way of life is sad and pathetic. Yeah. So this is very offensive. To smile at I'm trans. 2, you're gross, for tell the truth. 3, accept people through lies. Nope. 4, there are so reasons this is wrong through lies. And I acting very well about this through lies. Accept people on who they are through lies. This is wrong. I say get on track. Accept people for who they are through lies. Your hate videos are messed up. I say accept people as people. Some of the things they do are against my religion, and I will say so. I understand completely, but no, not supposed to hate about them. You know, all people do is learn to do better. Then you know. So it's okay, but who would take the advice of a man who looks like a thumb and something combined into a sardine-looking butt with nothing better to do? You know, people who identify as trans. You know, I just showed off why the transgender lifestyle is bad, because basically, when people who defend it are bad, are doing wrong too. Because I would by how you looked. Why would anyone who trust you looking like that? Whatever I said, stupid thing I said. So it doesn't matter how I look. It's all about what I say. What I say. Please talk more slowly. I can't keep up laughing at your crying emoji. I say, I'll see what I can do. Wow, I should have been tired when I made this video. Also, I learned that you shouldn't drink while recording your voice. Also, tutorial. Oops. I drink. Just want to thank you. Trans women are women. I say, no, they are men who want something they can never have. Yeah, bring up my light. There was a man who was cut completely half so badly, in fact, he didn't even have the bottom of his spine. So since the man has no sex organs, does that mean he's no longer a man? I say, no, he's born testicle, so he's a man. He was a man and still is. So it says, so MX had a hard butt theme song. Bro, thank you. I've been trying to remember the correct psyops. That game was mad underrated. The PlayStation 2 Jam Pack number 10. Back when old dibble discs were a thing. So it says, what is wrong with you? Why do you target transgender people? Because they're doing wrong. They're lying with my sex. And just trolling for attention, or you're just upset they're lacking the courage to come out and transgender yourself. I say the third option, that your lifestyle is against my religion. So it's okay, darling. Even if Red Month is over, you can be proud to come out. I say thank you. And I posted the same response as earlier. Now, I was Christian. I will believe in Christian. And this because it was erased, because it was awesome. And so it says, you guys, nobody come out as Christian. That is against the century. So have other religions. So is the transgender or homosexual lifestyles. I also believe that same God. He does not hate gay or trans people. Neither do I. So stop doing that stuff. Doesn't hate anyone. That is the whole thing. He welcomes everyone. As soon as you follow his ways through lies, you'll have to make everyone has to have your too through lies. Oh my God, I'm not doing that. Thank you. So the truth, thanks. Common fight. Surgery is serious. Well, this is my first one. Transgender issues are rated. Surgery is serious. Some people choose not to go on medical transition to life with medical sex. Those that do to life with medical sex, under doctors' care and to help them live a more authentic life through lies and fit in better with society through lies, as well as reduce crippling effects of genders for you. That is lying to you. Is it really possible to get some people to understand what a transgender person goes through lies? Yet without that understanding, without even researching the condition, people line up with thousands to talk about how surgery, that the vast majority of proofs of life through lies, is in relation, because it is, and against God, it is, and it is wrong, it is. With 1 over 1, okay, here's the issue with me. When you say this is a marginalized group, but then you say there's bunches of them, we have a problem. There you go. With over 1.4 million people that have come out as transgender in the U.S., you think it would be apparent that there's something going on with these human beings other than a mental disorder. No, it's mental disorder. Mental disorders can do that. Belief systems, bad belief systems can happen there. The correct science backs it up through lies. At the end of the day, it's up to these individuals to decide what's best for them in their lives. Yes, it is. But, you should do things by truth, not lies. So I do it by lying. Like, no, it doesn't work. You can't have truth by lies. So that doesn't work. Next. I say it based on my experience as an individual who suffered with gender-related issues my entire life, because the lies should go. Transition, at least for me, has meant that there's between life and death through lies. The doctors that are performing gender-related surgeries are not just perceiving lies, they are saving them through lies. And then, of course, when all that stuff is discovered, that doesn't do anything, then you got nothing left. There you go. Yep, setting them up for failure. Bad news. I say, you may think that, but I disagree. These doctors are only helping people avoid dealing with their real problems. There's more to a person than a body, and these people want to realize that. The person says, here, Klaus, I own these people as I stated. It is okay that your opinion and mine are the same. I will try to tell you that it's right for your life, though. I will. Because transgender issues are in the news, people line up to state how wrong tradition is, and are very vocal on the same. Because it's true. It's wrong. I can tell you that years ago, nobody gives a thought if they did. The medical community has been testing us for decades. Transition, even with medical procedures, works for truly for transgender people through lies, and they die eventually because they try to transition, and even if they're successful, they'll still die because there's something else going on, because they're being deceived by the dark side. It's better to fight against the dark and trust God. You can go toward His light instead. That's the issue. It's not my way, Michael Sex. Next. You're not allowed to just have these procedures. It takes years of therapy without lies, as well as living as you're identified, lying as you're identified gender full time for well over a year before they will talk to you about surgery to alter your physical body, mutilation. At the end of the day, it's not your opinion that matters. It's each individual person that has to make the choice for themselves. So I'll continue to state my opinion. Just as you probably wouldn't care for others saying, you live your life, go ahead and say so. I'll do my following God's way. So that you shouldn't try to inject your beliefs on others, because when lies are told. Procedures, all these types were done in the 1930s. many decades of trial and error have gone to figure out how best to treat gender people wrong. And so this isn't new. It's not new now. Just new to most people now. The medical community has been trying to figure out how to help us for a long, long time through lies. And transition seems to work better than anything else through lies. Learning to live with what body you have, living reality was best. And you can have your opinion, but let us make our own choices. But I do. But say, do make better choices. If you believe that we are tremendously ill, you are. The majority of the medical community does not believe that, according to lies I was told, and support tradition, lying about your Bible sex. That's a valid treatment. Minus one or two that decide to really base it mostly with strong and reasoning and, of course, truth. That's what they were Lighthouse characters. I'm going to ask someone else. See, as I say, crap. There's 2 videos. See, as I say.